सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। These three Anuvakas we will chant. Anna Brahma Upasana in the Tritiya Bhrugu Valli, 7th Anuvaka. Om Annam न निन्द्यात् तद्व्रतं प्राणो वा अन्नं शरीरमन्नादं प्राणे शरीरं प्रतिष्ठितं शरीरे प्राणः प्रतिष्ठितः तदेतदन्नमन्ये प्रतिष्ठितं स य एतदन्नमन्ये प्रतिष्ठितं वेद प्रतिष्ठति अन्नवानन्नादो भवति महान् भवति प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसेन महान् कीर्त्या अन्नन्न परिचक्षित तद्व्रतम् आपो वा अन्नं ज्योतिरन्नादम् अप्सु ज्योतिप्रतिष्ठितं ज्योतिष्यापः प्रतिष्ठिताः तदेतदन्नमन्ये प्रतिष्ठितं स य एतदन्नमन्ये प्रतिष्ठितं वेद प्रतिष्ठति अन्नवानन्नादो भवति महान् भवति प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसेन महान् कीर्त्या अन्नं बहुकुर्वीत तद्व्रतं पृथिवी वा अन्नम् आकाशोन्नादः पृथिव्यामाकाश प्रतिष्ठितः आकाशे पृथिवी प्रतिष्ठिता तदेतदन्नमन्ये प्रतिष्ठितं स य एतदन्नमन्ये प्रतिष्ठितं वेद प्रतिष्ठति अन्नवानन्नादो भवति महान् भवति प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसेन महान् कीर्त्या। ओम शांति शांति शांति। शांति मंत्र। ओम अथ कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय शाखा अंतर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद शांति मंत्र। ओम शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इंद्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओमत श्री आद्य शंकराचार्य कृत मंगलाचरण श्लोकत्रयम् ओम यस्माज्जातं जगत्सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येनेदन्धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः। यैरिमे गुरुवे पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं। तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते। We are in the first Shanti mantra, which is the first Anuvaka of the Siksha Valli. So there, Om, the meaning of Shanno Mitra, Sham Varunaha, Shanno Bhavattaryama, Shanna Indro, Brahaspati, Shanno Vishnu Rukravaha. Up to this we have seen. And also नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि. In this, what is the thing to be understood is, one is what amount of prarabdha we have, we don't know. And then how many lives we are created, so many samskaras of identifying with the dehadi, we don't know. And then most important is how powerful is this prakriti maya. You know, that is so powerful. With the slightest change, slightest movement, the prakriti can bring us down from the highest level to the lowest level. Whether it is the intellectual, losing faith in the goal path, whether it is some psychological breakdown, more so, even it is at the body level. So powerful this Prakriti is that even, especially even the body, small little problems, diseases come, how much dukkha, how much of pain, how much struggle, how much of agony to come out of the pain. Is it not? How tough it is. In those days of our ill health, nothing but the health, nothing but the health is remembered. We pray to God, all, oh God, do something. Very tough it is. Why I am saying all that is, therefore, how much we need the satkarmas, punyakarmas to be done, so that things are always good. How much we need to be disciplined at all our faculties level, so that at the time of sadhana, they don't become a liability. You know, when you are so desirous of meditating, but the body is not cooperating, mind is not cooperating, how painful, tough, difficult it is. And this is a prakriti in which we are. You can't say no. Only some Maha yogis, after thousands of lives of yoga sadhana, they at will withdraw from the prakriti of all these upadhis. But for you and I, is it not? And after I am going through these things, something, now I understand you, sincere people, when you have got any problem, how much you must be suffering, even though you want to come sit in the class, you can't do. It is impossible when the body is not healthy. So how much we have to be careful about the deha, because the sharira madhyam kalu dharma sadhanam. Through dharma only we become qualified for the moksha. Therefore, protection of the upadhis by all means of disciplined life. That is in fact more important in the beginning than entering into the deeper spiritual understandings and sadhanas. And as we spoke about the deha, small disease, troubles us so much. And when you think about the mana, I tell you, people for 20, 30, 40 years, they do all the japa regularly, seriously. All the upasana, all seva to the guru, everything, study of all shastra. Yet, do you think the mind has come to their control? वो तो इतना फंसाएगा, इतना घुसाएगा, इतना वो तंग करेगा. How many janma it will take even to concentrate mind even for 2 minutes. That is why bahunam janmanam ante is said. And yet we have to be patiently understanding all this, going through all this, we have to pursue our sadhana, whatever little you can do. Now, these things mainly said in connection with the topic which we are studying. And therefore, how much it becomes important for us to invoke the kripa of all these adhisthana devatas, after which alone these upadhis would be convenient enough for us to do the sadhana. We were talking on these 2 3 days, and from 2 3 days, this experience is felt continuously. Not even a moment the Lord is allowing to be healthy, bodily, physical. Not Lord, it is our mistake only. And yet you have to study, you have to have discussions, etc. It is so, so tough. So much we have to pray to those devatas. ये भगवान प्लीज क्षमा करो मेरे गलतियों को, इज इट नॉट? और ये उपाधियों को ठीक रखो. तासु हि सुखकृत्सु विद्या श्रवण धारणा उपयोगाः अपि अप्रतिबंधेन भविष्यन्ति इति. व्हाट एन इम्पॉर्टेंट सेंटेंस इट इज. सेम साधना के लिए भी, सेल्फ मैनेजमेंट के लिए भी, व्यवहार के लिए भी, wherever we are in profession or domestic, everywhere I tell you, come to a conclusion is very moment that without the kripa of the Paramatma in various forms, you and I as a Alpa Jivi, with such a minimum knowledges and abilities, we can't negotiate with them. We can't go beyond them. आप समझ आ रहे ना what is the meaning of obstacles? है ना? Some obstacles are so terrible, you can't even think about crossing them, transcending them. Impossible it is. So therefore, Nirantara Bhagavad Smarana in any of the forms. Mm. And then praying, oh Lord, forgive for all mistakes. See that the upadhis are well to do sadhana. Is it not? Please help me. Every aspect, Deha should be. It will come again in the fourth Anuvaka. Hamma. See that Bhadram Karnevi, Bhadram Bhashyam, Stirai Angahi Tushtuvam Satanubhi. And then मैं बताऊँ आपको ना, you are all such a punyatmas. So much punya is not done that the good life, long life, healthy life. Otherwise, people suffering in this world with roga, not even desire to live with tanat bhara hote. And some of them who are healthy, involved with the deha in such a sukha bhoga, that paschadhanta sharire roga. And keep on doing that punya. Keep on being in disciplined way in the food, exercise, etc. Keep on praying to all the devatas so that every day is healthy only. Every moment is healthy. I to really thank God ki last 2 years, more than that, we are doing class every day, morning, evening, without one day break. So भगवान ने stopped all our प्रारब्ध. अभी उनको भी लग रहा होगा कि अब बहुत हो गया बेटा, तुम्हारा प्रारब्ध है. Whatever, but still we pray. So Mitra is a devata of daytime prana, Anna. Varuna is devata of nighttime apana. Aryama is devata of Chakshu and Aditya Mandala. Indra is for the Bala. Brahaspati is for Vak and Buddhi. And Urukrama Vishnu for making us put longer steps. May all of them be always kind, compassionate, benevolent towards us. Clear? Then we saw Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo. Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami. So, why again continuation only? Brahma Vividishuna Namaskara Brahma Vadana Kriye Vayu Vishaye Brahma Vidya Upasarga Shantirtham Kriyate. For the Shanti of the Upasarga or obstacles en route to Brahma Vidya, the Namaskara Brahmavadana Kriya are done to the Vayu. Vayu Vishay means the Lord who is in the form of Vayu. Okay, Namaskara to him. And then Brahma Vadana, you are Brahma, saying so. Brahma Vidya, Upasarga Shanti. How to talk about the number of Upasargas that are there on the way to the Brahma Vidya. पकड़ में आता ही नहीं विषय, the thought of the truth reality. All the things we listen about Shastra, Vedanta, what is Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, what is Viveka, Vairagya, Samadhi. All are heard. But kahan yaad hai? If some are understood and you want to do it, again so much of difficulties. With all many lives of yoga, even if he has made the chitta into control, even then also, as we said yesterday, abhavana, viparita bhavana, these are the obstacles which will not easily allow you. Because the post of being Brahma is so supermost, topmost, that he'll be top on everyone. Nobody will be above him. अब इतना बड़ा पोस्ट देना है तो फिर उनके लिए उतने परीक्षाएं भी होते हैं. एंड देयरफॉर उपसर्ग शांति के लिए वाई इज नमस्कार एंड वाई इज कॉल्ड एज ब्रह्म. हाउ इट इज डन एंड वाई नॉट ओनली दिस की विल रिमूव द उपसर्ग बट सर्व क्रिया सर्व फलानाम तद अधीनत्वात्. Is it not? And this is more elaborately done in the Puranic literature where for everything we are told to do upasana of the devatas and with their blessings be stable on the life. That is Sanatana Dharma. Every religion has that sort of upasana, Bhagavad Kripa. So what is said as different deities do upasana and be blessed by them for individual and total is said here as what? Tad adhinatvat sarva kriya sarva phalana. By this what's happening? Whether it is vyavaharik or adhyatmik. Though the sadhana we only have to do, yet it is not totally independently in our hands. It is in the adhina of these devatas. Never ever forget. All the devata visheshas are so much there in the total outside, individual inside, and continuously are helping us. That discovery is called the upasana, and thereafter more will be of invoking their grace and not the arrogant ego. Like the children should know that parents, grandparents are the ones who are giving everything because of whom they are surviving. If that's not recognized, the fellow becomes so arrogant and careless. So do you and I, the children, must know at every level it is they because of whom Sarva Kriya and Sarva Phala. Here especially the Vayu. Sarva Kriya Phala, all devatas, but more specifically Vayu Deva. As we said, complete presence of Vayu. If the Vayu Prasarana is good outside, none of the negativities, calamities, impurities can stay. So too, if the Vayu Prasarana in our personality, physical as well as Indriya and Mana level, is proper, we will never have any of the problems at this level. And therefore, we can do our sadhana, we can enjoy the phala. Sarva Kriya Phala, uh, Phalanam Tad Adhinatvat. Okay. Now says Brahma Vayu. Everything is Brahman. Therefore, Vayu also is Brahman. Brahma Vayu. There should never be a doubt in this. Why Brahma Vayu? That is said here. Because it's as we said just now, वायु के बिना एक क्षण भी जीवन नहीं होता. सत्ता के बिना जैसा कोई चीज रह नहीं सकती, असत हो जाता है. That much is valuably important is the Vayu, in whose presence only the life is there, after which only the samsara or sadhana or moksha. Therefore, the Pratyaksha Brahma is Vayu, and not seen again with the eyes, but you can feel, touch everywhere he is there. So, Tasmai Brahmane Namaha. Namaha means what? Prahvi Bhavam Karomi iti Vakya Sheshaha. Total salutation, surrender, humbleness, called as Prafi Bhavam. I am doing out of gratitude and prayers to you, O God, O Vayu. Now, Namaha te tubhyam he Vayo. Namaskaromi iti परोक्ष प्रत्यक्षाभ्यां वायु एव अभिधीयते. नमो ब्रह्मणे, नमस्ते वायु. It is the paroksha pranam to the Lord, because Brahma is Vayu or Vayu is Brahma. Vayu is Brahma is the paroksha pramana. You are not seeing Vayu, Brahma, but you are assuming the Vayu as Brahma. Therefore, you are doing pranama through the Vayu to the Brahma. When you are saying Namo Brahmane, Namaste Vayu. Now, in what form the Brahma is superior, majoritarily or superiorly or supremely is helping us is in the form of Vayu. Therefore, Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi. As much one cannot exist without Brahma Tattva, so much one cannot exist without Vayu. And the Vayu is every moment is closely seen by us. Therefore, it is the Pratyaksha Brahma. So, in this way, uh, Kimcha Tameva Chakshuradi Apeksha Bhahyam, we saw yesterday, Sannikrishtam Abhavitam Pratyaksham Brahma Asi. Very close to us, without breakage, in a pure continuous continuum. O Lord, you are there. Therefore, you are called as Pratyaksham Brahma. Simple thing. You are coming to us as Pratyaksha Brahma by being very close to us, by being uninterrupted. Because without you, we can't live. That you know, we know. That is your contribution. From our side also, such you we are recognizing, we are acknowledging. Therefore, we respect all devatas, no doubt. But primordially, we call you all the time as Pratyaksha Brahma. Okay? So you need some help. Somebody give the help. Help is taken, but we have to reciprocate also. Or say at least thanks. So Vayu as a Brahma coming to us in an Avyavahita Rupa, unbroken, Sannikrishta, very close, in our own heart, everywhere. Vayu Prasara is there. That is why all the functions are happening. Human body is sustaining because of Prana, Pana, Vyanudana, Samana. Even the Attakarna is functioning because of Udana. No, everywhere when these are all functioning, the faculties, Vayu's presence is there. Therefore, from your side, you came to us Pratyaksha Brahma and Sannikrishta. Very close. Avyavita also, unbroken. That we are recognizing. What is a thought or the lesson taught here is recognize who are helping us and then acknowledge it by salutation and right use of it. This common sense or humbleness here will be so helpful as we grow in sadhana. And what is sadhana? Finally, transcending the ego. Then surrendering to the grace of the Lord for the final experience. See, Yame Vaisha Vrunate Tena Labhyaha Yad Rakho. Only when the Lord chooses us, we get the experience. Lord chooses us when we choose Him to the exclusion of everything else and surrender to Him of the after sadhana with full patience for His grace to come. Listen carefully. Now, if that surrender to the Paramatma, final level may, waiting for His grace and blessings to come, which gives us liberation. If we have to do it there, suddenly that surrender that will not happen overnight. It is developed right from the beginning. That is why Guru Upasana, surrender to Guru, Ishvara Upasana, surrender to the Guru, surrender to Ishvara. All of this will be later on helpful to do Upasana and surrender to the Tattva also. And there, other than surrendering and waiting patiently, you can't do anything till the grace comes. After fulfilling all our efforts, It may take 1 day, 2 days, 1 year, 2 years. It may take one life, 10 lives, 20 lives. आप कोई हिसाब नहीं कर सकते. You have to surrender and wait. Like go to doctor, surrender and wait. Go to government, apply things, surrender and wait. Don't we see it? Everywhere it is so. In the same way, for that final surrender, we have to start from here only. What is that here? Training given to us. Tameva pratyaksham brahma vadishyami. Without doubt. I call you only as pratyaksha brahma because you are the avyavahita sannikrishta. Oh, when parents gave birth, what's wrong in calling them as the parents? When the brothers sisters helped us, what's wrong in thanking them and respectfully calling them brothers? So, when the Vayu, like a Brahma, sustaining us, giving us life, is it not appropriate to address that Vayu as Pratyaksha Brahma? Tvam eva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyam. Now, in sadhana, how it helps? Vayu is always there. Vayu is used by us always there. And Vayu is Brahma. Vayu is Brahma. We are always saying. What is helping us? Vayu is a Brahma Upasana. Makes us aware of the Brahma all the time. Because all the time we are taking Vayu. Vayu is addressed as Brahma. Therefore, all the time Brahma Smriti is there. That is what is the sadhana, no? Smriti of Brahma, so much is to be done that the Vismriti of Jiva Deha Upadhi should happen. Then the revelation of the Brahma happens. Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishya. This recognition of presence of the Lord in the form of these vital things, especially the air, is our sadhana. And acknowledging it, you are Brahma. Without you, I cannot. And then, as we said, why Krupa is good, very good on us, then every part, body, mind, intellect is intact. Entire world is cooperative, helpful. Sadhana will become very good. Okay? So, Tvameva Pratyaksham Adishya. Now comes the two most important things of spiritual life. Two things, but they belong to one category. It's one, whenever anything we want to achieve in life, we can't achieve without doing something. And for doing that, till we achieve it, what is required is commitment, conviction, and courage of conviction. It is from within. And to that taken up commitment, I have to vow it, take it as a vow. Commitment is a conviction. Then take it as a vow. Then have such a pratigna that at any cost I will not leave it. And it's a big subject, elaborate subject, can be discussed for hours. But in short, precise, I say, whoever achieved in the world whatever they achieved only because of efforts and resources being remaining same. The difference between the achiever non-achiever is the achiever put effort regularly, relentlessly, at every cost with commitment. And the non-achiever, having all opportunity and resources, yet did not achieve because his efforts were not up to the mark. The reason is not committed. Only one thing which can survive, save us in life, to do all things perfectly, especially sadhana, is our commitment. With commitment, all big obstacles also appear to be smaller and we can conquer them The stronger, greater is this will or commitment, the smaller become bigger troubles, problems. We can do it. And the looser and smaller is the commitment, lighter. Then even little obstacles also take a huge shape that we don't do it at all. We have to commit to Shastra. Then only we can be regular in studying and knowing, no? We have to be committed to the Ishvara. Then only the Upasana can be so beautiful that even you can have the darshan of your Ishvara, Ishtadevata. Should we not have commitment to our Guru? Only then his kind, loving, compassionate, tapashakti yukta words will awaken the seeker in us, the understanding in us. Is it not? How important is our commitment to the Guru, commitment to the Satsanga? Is it not the regularity of your Upasana? Commitment, your Japa, commitment. Practicing any of the values is commitment. Just these 40 साल पहले तक ना, in all these positive things, there were commitments, long time commitments they used to. Off late somehow, people are committing only for the bhoga, not for the yoga. There are people who committed and for 30, 40 years, every day they climbed Tirupati Balaji and came down. Every day. See the power of commitment. There are some people who for 30, 40 years have lived only on one meal a day. Commitment, upavasa commitment. Some maintained a week, one day, upavasa. Some did that mauna sadhana. Is it not? Some people non-dependency on others. कमिटमेंट ये सब बचपन में हमको सिखाते थे. What is thus in this world which is achieved without commitment, which is not achieved with commitment? We have to be very careful. The sun, moon, stars, the winds, all of them are working with commitment. And when they are in commitment, then the personal issues or any egos, prejudices, they don't come. The person who is not committed only becomes prey to all this. So, underline the importance of commitment, the importance of pratigna. And then here, Bhagavan, Guru and Shishya both are doing commitments in front of the Lord. Two important commitments, which when practiced, they make the spiritual sadhana of knowing the self easier, less effortful, comfortable. And what are those two prayers? Harutam vadishyami, Satyam vadishyami. These are the two commitments we have to take, two vows we have to take, two pratignas we have to do in our life. And in this, almost all world vyavahara, adhyatmic sadhana is included. Especially the adhyatmika pragati is included in this. Okay. Now, what is Rutam? What is Satyam? These words come so many times in different Upanishads. Here, Bhagavan Shankara is giving the pakka, perfect, complete, beautiful definition. Suno kya hai? See, Rutam. Rutam is commitment for us. So, Rutam. What is the Rutam for which you are committed by saying Vadishyami? Vadishyami is, though literal meaning is vocally I speak out, actually it means is I fully get abided in living that life of Rutam. That's the meaning of Vadishyami. Means I live the speech, I live the talk. I don't talk, but I live the talk. Living itself is my talk. That can be the meaning of Vadishya. Vadishya means मैं बोलूँगा, मैं जीऊँगा, ऐसा जीऊँगा कि जीना ही मेरा बोलना हो गया. बोलने की जरूरत नहीं, लोगों को पता है. That's the meaning of बोलूँगा भी, जीऊँगा भी, Vadishya. What Rutam? What is Rutam? Ki Rutam means three things. One is Yatha Shastram. Second is Yatha Kartavyam. Third is buddhau su parinishchitam artham. This is called as definition of arutam. Arutam is that knowledge, that conviction which is gained as exactly indicated by the Shastra about Brahma Tattva, because that is the subject matter we are discussing. Yatha Shastram. So anybody cannot by own their choice define what is God, what is Mukti, what is Brahma. No, no, no. Then it's all manmani. The definition of the truth is should be only according to the Shastra. Therefore, Yatha Shastram, Rutam. What Shastra said about Brahman alone should be convinced by us. Not anything you feel. So in this very Upanishad it will come. Satyam Jnanamanantam Brahma. हो गया शास्त्र ने बता दिया ब्रह्म इज सत्य ज्ञान अंत हाउ इज इट सो टेक योर इंटेलेक्ट टू एज मच एज लेवल पॉसिबल टू अंडरस्टैंड then through the sadhana reach to that experience. So rutam is yatha shastra. It is about brahma tattva because that's the subject we are discussing. But even our entire varna ashrama vyavastha or kartavyatas, when they are according to the shastra, then only we are safe. We have to be blind in this thing. Because here being blind is opening eyes, and trying to open eyes to find the new ways is called as being blind. Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te Karya Akarya Vyavastitau. Bhagavan Krishna, 16th chapter, last sloka. First line he said, Shastra hai tumhara pramana, decide karne ke liye what is karya akarya. He did not stop. He wants to insist on it so much. Then in the second line, again he stresses the same point. What is that? Jnatva Shastra Vidhanokta. Shastrokta Vidhanam Jnatva Karma Kartumiha Arhasi. That you deserve to do the karma here to command the perfect result. So Guru is Guru with the authority of Shastra he is telling. Shishya should listen only from that Guru who is telling from the Shastra authority. And Shishya should ensure also, is it said by only Guru or is it said by Shastra? Guru ने कहा लेकिन शास्त्र में नहीं है, तो first of all that Guru should be kept away because he should speak how much or great glorious his teaching may be. It may work also, but traditionally it is not good. Because everybody starts that way, making each one as Guru. Like in today's world, the exact problem is this. Everybody is becoming Guru and nobody is studying Shastra. What is eternal? The Guru expression or Shastra? Guru Tattva is eternal. Shastra is eternal. Therefore, शास्त्र बताने वाले गुरु ही महान है, उन्हीं का हमें आदर करना है और शास्त्रोक्त ही हमारा ज्ञान व्यवहार के लिए भी अध्यात्म के लिए भी होना है. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ यथा शास्त्रम. Arutam means first thing. Both worldly, but yet the truth. Yatha Shastra. That's why you see, in all commentaries, Bhagavan Shankara, especially when you study books like Vishnu Sahasranama, Shvetashvatara Bhashya, so many Shastras he quotes to give authority for whatever the meaning he gave for that name of the Lord, like Vishnu Sahasranama. So Vishwasmai Namaha, he will give 100 meanings to that. For all of that, there is the authority of Shastra. He doesn't say कि मैं बता रहा हूँ इसलिए तुमको मानना है. No, Shastra. That is the correct and perfect way. Mean that great saints, those who have not studied, are they not the saints? No, they may be. They might have studied earlier lives and all. And then other religion, they might have studied their own Shastra. Safe, secured, proper thing. If you do Yatha Shastram. First meaning is Rutam Yatha Shastra. Means smart. Therefore, we are regular in studying the Shastra and studying Shastra only to be convinced about Brahma Tattva as the ultimate thing, Brahma Tattva's definition, and the kartavyata of doing sadhana to reach Brahma Tattva. That is why the second one. First Yatha Shastram, second is what? Yatha Kartavyam. Is it not? Yatha Kartavyam. Even our doing also should be exactly according to the Shastra. Like any product, when you buy from any company, how to use it also is told by that company only in the manual. So to the Shastrokta Brahma को शास्त्रोक्त विधान वाले साधना से ही हमको पाना है. And in this way, understanding, accepting is the straightforwardness, rujutva, egolessness, surrender, promising for success. Anywhere the too many hows and whys are asked, when you ask how and why, if it is to understand the what Shastra says, then your why and how are justifiable, good. But every how and why is talking against the Shastra, then that is not healthy. And in Shastras, how and why means your questions can be answered to some level. Beyond you do sadhana and experience will itself come to you. एक्सपीरियंस आएगा अपने आप. कुछ जगह आप बताए, अब कितना भी डिस्क्राइब करो किसी को, अनलेस ही गोज एंड सीज इट, कंप्लीट कन्विक्शन cannot be given by him, the giver. The receiver also cannot receive. तो इसलिए ना बौद्धिक ज्ञान के लिमिटेशन को थोड़ा समझकर जितना उससे हो सकता है करके आगे है. शास्त्र ने कहा, गुरु ने कहा, विद दैट आइडिया व्हेन यू स्टार्ट डूइंग वी विल डेफिनेटली रीच आउट. सो ऋतम इज यथा शास्त्रम ब्रह्म निर्वचनम और ज्ञानम, and yatha kartavyam for the brahma prapti, whatever the sadhanas. And what Shastra said, atma vare drashtavyah, you have to have vision of self. How? Continuation. Shrotavyah, mantavyah, nididhyasitavyah. Shravana, manana, nididhyasana is the kartavya to be done, told by Shastra, to reach to Brahma Tattva, which is the ultimate goal, told by Shastra. Like in Bhagavad also, stated in the beginning only. How to come out of samsara, how to get the Shreyas. This was a question either by Shaunakadi Rishis or even by Parikshit also. Answer is only this. Tasvat sarvatmana rajan bhagavan ishvaro harihi sotavyaha kirtitavyascha dheyaha pujyascha nityada. Guru tells that only Paramatma is the one who is to be heard, who is to be worshipped, who is to be surrendered to all the time. Then only you get freed from samsara bandhana, you get the atyantika shreyas. So there in Bhagavatam, here at what we quoted was from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Atma vare dashtabhya katham srotavyo mantavyo nididhyasitavya. So all that is what? Ruta means yatha shastram yatha kartavyam. And that yatha kartavyam in quote is what? Let us roll up our sleeves, tighten our belts to do the sadhana as kartavya. The little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit. It should go on getting added, added, added. दो बातें हो गया, यथा शास्त्र यथा कर्तव्यम. Third one, buddhau supane. These two things, यथा शास्त्रम यथा कर्तव्यम, बुद्धौ सुपरिनिश्चितम अर्थम. See, actually main thing is buddhau सुपरिनिश्चितम, fully convinced in intellect. Actually first वो शब्द यूज करना है, बट पहले ही हम बुद्धि में निश्चित कर ली without the shastra, then whatever we did nishchaya, we feel that it is final. We don't even consult the shastra also. Therefore, deliberately, Bhashyakara, though Buddha's Upanishad is the first thing to be said he said at the end. What is the whole thought here? As said in the Shastra about the Brahma Tattva, as said in the Shastra only about the sadhana to be done to read the Brahma Tattva, both of them are Buddhau su parinishchitam. See, sushtu paritaha nishchitam. How many prefixes or upasargas are added? Sushtu and pari. Means in your own intellectual conviction, become so strong about the goal as said by Shastra, means as well as Shastra, that nothing in the world should be able to shake it. This is what we are doing from last 2 years through the study of Shastra. In our buddhi, the Lakshya as Paramatma, sadhana as all sadhanas which are required, we are trying to get suparinishchita in our buddhi. And to such an extent, buddhi mein suparinishchita, as I'm saying, any odds come, any difficulties come, they should not have any capacity to remove ardha nischaya in the intellect. And remember, it's all guided by Guru, but the responsibility of you and I, the disciples. Therefore, what is Rutam? As per the injunction of the Shastra, in my intellect, a firm conviction about Brahma Tattva as the goal as well as its definition, and the entire outer and inner sadhanas to be done to reach the Brahma Tattva, again as per the Shastra. Conviction about these two is called as Rutam. That is what Vadishyami. I will respect that, proclaim that, I'll practice that, I'll talk only about that. Rutam is that. Yata Shastram, Yata Kartavyam, Buddhau Suparinishchitam Artham Rutamiti. Now, interesting point is what? Tadapi Tad Adhinatvatu. This Yata Shastram, Yata Kartavyam, Buddhau Suparinishchitam also, oh Lord, it is in your Adhina. Oh, Vayu Rupa Brahma, it is in your Adhinam. So here both Vayu is addressed and Brahman is addressed. In your adhina only it is there. Therefore, Tvameva Vadishyami. So, I call you as a Rutam because the three definitions given to the Rutam are supported by you. And I call you Rutam also because I need continuously your blessings so that the Rutam happens in me. That I study Shastra and know the goal, that I study Shastra and be convinced of the means and get convinced in the buddhi and start doing. That is why Rutam Vadishyam. Rutam Vachmi, Satyam Vachmi, Amatvam Mam. In Ganapati Atharva Shirsha it comes. And in all Vedantic Shastra, somewhere or the other, these two words come. Rutam and Satyam. So Rutam is explained. Now what is Satyam? Satyamiti. Saha eva. Saha means that Rutam alone. Vakkayabhyam sampadyamanaha. The same thing when is accomplished in practice through Vani, Mana and Kaya, Sharira, that becomes Satyam. So the intellectual conviction undoubted is called Rutam, and whatever is convinced 100% put into practice, both at the three levels of body, speech and mana, this is called as Satyam. देखो, these are the two vrata or commitment we should have. Our entire intellect should be filled with these two. Then we are in proper direction guidance. थोड़ा भी मौका दिया माइंड को इसके अलावा कुछ सोचने का करने का, then we will never be able to come out of samsara, nor will enter into spirituality, higher true spirituality, nor we can't understand the truth. Sadhana can't be done, we can't reach. So Satyam is Saeva, Satyam is Saeva Vakkayabhyam Sampadyamanaha. That which is accomplished through the given equipments of body, mind, and speech. Now, saha api tvadadhina eva sampadhyate. Even this also is achieved by your own grace, because you are the ultimate bestower of all of them. Therefore, Tvameva Satyam Vadishyami. This Satyam also, I am calling you only as. So, Rutam is God, Satyam is God. And Rutam and Satyam are the two which give us moksha as sadhanas. So, that God alone can empower us with this Rutam and Satyam. Therefore, we should invoke His blessings for having conviction about Rutam Satyam, practice them, and reach out. And all that is a Vratam or commitment. Not very difficult to understand, just think twice or thrice. Otherwise क्या होता है ना, mana with its so many habits, it goes on imagining, projecting millions of things कि इन सबको गलत है समझने में ही इतने जिंदगियां चले जाते हैं. These are all illusion. Delusion is a waste of time and resources. To recognize it only, so many lives it takes. If you give a chance to the mind without Rutam and Satyam. On the other hand, if we give value to Rutam and Satyam, these Rutam and Satyam are authenticated from time immemorial, from the beginning of creation, from millions of sadhakas. It helped every one of them, and it will never allow us to get digressed into some things from where we have to again revert back with all efforts. In short, go to the Guru, listen from the Shastra, understand the definition of Brahman, understand the sadhanas of Brahman, and be convinced about him, and start having kartavyata buddhi in that. This is called rutam. Once you have the kartavyata buddhi, then do that kartavya at the speech, body, mana level. This is called as satyam. These two only will give us the ultimate goal. Both are in the adhin of Paramatma. Therefore, we are requesting to bless us. Clear? Rutam vadishyami, satyam vadishyami. Okay. Now comes the last but one prayer. So wonderful each one of them are. 1 minute. Oh Narayan, भगवान बचाओ. Amma, I'll only chant it. Detailedly we'll explain tomorrow. It's a beautiful thing. Be with me looking at the book while I'm chanting. If we were together, I would have asked you to repeat, which we have done so many years. That's what tradition, that's what Gurudev's way. Chant the mantra, the Acharya does it, the audience also do it. Thus, I chant and listen, you listen and chant. This way, 2-3 times the repetition is done, making us familiar with the words. So, बहुत बढ़िया बात. सः अपि त्वदधीन एव संपद्यते इति त्वामेव सत्यम वदिष्यामि हो गया. Now, तत् सर्वात्मकं वायुवाक्यं ब्रह्म, that सर्वात्मकं वायु ब्रह्म मया एवं स्तुतं सत्, that which is being worshipped and praised by me in this way, vidyarthinam mam avatu, like tan mam avatu tadvaktaram avatu. So tat sarvatmakam vayuvatmakam brahma mam vidyarthinam avatu. And what is the protection? Avatu means protection. What is the protection of the Paramatma to the Vidyarthi? Only one thing. What a beautiful definition here. Bhashyakara gives a Vidya Samyojanena. That may be all the time be in tune with, in unison with, in contact with, only and only Vidya. That is Brahma Vidya, Atma Vidya. How wonderful is, I think this prayer is more sweeter than anything. You know? What is the protection a disciple seeks from the Vayurupa Brahma after worshipping him? Mam avatu vidya samyojanena. Because in the absence of vidya, immediately the avidya attacks. When the avidya attacks, Govinda, Govinda. There should not be a moment where we are dissociated from the vidya. All the time vidya samyojana. Again, Vidya Samyojana means Vidya Shravana Samyojanam at the time when we need that. Vidya Manana Samyojanam at a later stage. Vidya Nididhyasana Samyojanam. Then the Anubhava. Then again, doing the same thing to help others. शिष्य को विद्या संयोजन से जोड़ो. तो otherwise, for the students who are relatively young in age, how many temptations come? How many disturbances come? How many of sankalpa from within? Because the age, because the world is moving in. अरे हम बूढ़े हो गए हमको ही एक्चुअली विद्या संयोजन नहीं है इवन नाउ व्हाट आर चिल्ड्रन if this prayer is not done and if the result of this prayer is in the form of blessings of God doesn't come, we will only loiter in the world only for millions of lives. Therefore, विद्यार्थी को विद्या संयोजन करो. Because when he is in the ashram, there are other co-students. उनका लड़ेगा झगड़ेगा. So many works are given. Some of them he does, he doesn't do. And many other distractions, hundreds of them come. Remember, you cannot avoid outer distractions, inner disturbances, just because we started sadhana. In fact, they come in leaps and bounds and legions. We have to desire for Vidya Sanyojana, pray for Vidya Sanyojana, stick to, hook on to that Vidya only. That is the way, and the only way to transcend all these seeming difficulties, obstructions. Okay. And then Mamavatu. What about Guru? Vaktarameva tad eva Brahma. Same that Brahman, who is of the name of Vayu. Vaktaram Acharyam Chavatu. Protect the Acharya also. How the protection for the Acharya? Vaktrutva. Vaktrutva Samartya Samyojanena. By giving him the Samarthya to do the Vaktrutvam, to give us the satsang and literature, the deliberation, or this sermons or lectures. Vaktutva Samarthya. May the Guru have the Samarthya of all sorts required to give the satsanga on this truth. For that you protect the Guru. See, दोनों का prayer हो गया. And you all pray that I am alive and can do talk for a long time. I will also pray that you all also healthy listen and we study Shastra. Okay, the little more are there. Iti punavachanam adarartham shanti 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 trivachanam adhyatma adivadika devikanam vidya pravati upasarganam prasamanartham. The three shantis are again to eliminate three inner and outer obstacles. From 10-15 minutes. We have to discuss this. Tomorrow we will do. Thank you. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shrutimatre Vaidabhyasa Yagnivalkya Vaishampayana Adeshibhyo Adya Shankara Gurubhyo Asmad Gurubhyo Nama Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you, friends. Sorry for all inconveniences, whatever you felt today.